Well, men and women in red dresses took over the town today. Hundreds of runners, joggers, and walkers took to the streets for the annual Red Dress Run. There they go. Participants sported the prettiest red dresses and outfits that they could find and braced for the heat, all for local charities.
We like to give back to them because they give back to us and so many other wonderful organizations.
It's really fun to see everybody in the streets having the same color on. It just makes it feel like a community event, like everybody's part of it.
And the party didn't stop there. The runners took to Bourbon Street and other spots to continue the festivities throughout the day. Here's a look at some posts from the Red Dress Run. Here's some of the runners walking to line up at Crescent Park before the race. Now we've got our own Erica Ferrando all dressed up for the big day, looking cute. Oh, she put on a red wig and everything. And former Channel 4 chief meteorologist Carl Arredondo, you know he loves a good outfit, was also in the crowd today. And then we've got a runner dressed head to toe in red. And I wore it in solidarity with you guys tonight. And tonight, the French Quarter will be buzzing with local art and music. Dirty Linen Night will show off New Orleans' quirky side. Galleries along Royal Street, Dutch Alley, and Jackson Square will be displaying unique pieces for sale. Shoppers are encouraged to wear their dirty clothes that they originally wore to White Linen Night last week. That's dedication.